Welcome back once again to my maths class. In this class, I am going to discuss with you the remaining problems of exercise 2.5 of polynomials chapter 2 of class 9th, right? This exercise we were dealing in our previous sessions also. There are quite many problems in this exercise. So as a part of that, if you have not watched the previous videos of this exercise, do click on the I button. Now here, today we will be dealing the fourth bit, the fifth one. Till fourth bit, fourth part I have discussed with you in a previous session. Okay, and in the polynomials chapter, if you want to go through any of the math lesson, just click on the channel playlist and click on that particular video which you want to observe it. Okay, now in the continuation I'll be telling you the fifth bit here. Now the question is, expand the following using suitable identities. The same question which we have dealt in the previous session also. In that, the fifth bit, given p plus 1 whole cube and x minus 2 upon 3y whole cube. This is clearly giving us a picture of a minus b and a plus b whole cube formula. Now let us apply that suitable identity. Now here we will take the plus 1, okay, because it is plus. So let me take a plus b whole cube, or you can also write x plus y whole cube is equal to, the formula is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab a plus b. Do remember this formula, so that the other one which we got it just by opening the bracket. So if you remember this formula, you will be it will be easy for you for the minus 1, because in the minus formula you will be having all the minus. Okay, then after opening the bracket you get a plus 1. So better remember this formula so that it will be easy for you. Now here in place of a we have here p. Here a equal to p and b equal to 1. So you can as well write x plus y whole cube also. Now in that we will expand it. A p plus 1 whole cube is equal to p cube plus b cube is 1 cube plus 3 into p into 1 into a plus b, that is p plus 1. Here a is p and b is 1. So we will open the bracket now. P cube is p cube, 1 cube is 1 plus 3 into p into 1 is 3p. 3p into p, just opening the bracket directly, 3p into p is, so this comes to 3p square if I open the bracket. Now the same thing I'll multiply, 3p into 1 is just 3p. So this is the expansion form of this problem. Now let's see the next one, that is the sixth bit. Here also the same, but we will be using the negative formula, that is the minus formula. So first you have to write the formula. Better write it in the box so that it will be clearly observed for the examiner. Okay, so the formulas you have to quote it. Okay, a minus b whole cube, a cube minus b cube minus 3ab multiplied by a minus b. So this formula will be easy because there are all minus only. Okay, here now in this, here in the problem, what is our a value? A value is x value, and whereas b value is just 2 upon 3y. Okay, we are not taking the negative one because here in the formula itself we have negative, that is minus. Okay, so b is just this complete thing, 2 upon 3y. So this complete thing is b. So we will substitute x minus 2 upon 3y whole cube equals to a cube. A cube is x cube minus b cube is the complete thing, the fraction and the y part, 2 by y whole cube, right, minus 3 into a is x into 2 by 3y, this is b. Okay, again we have a minus b, that is x minus 2 by 3y, right. In the next step we will open the brackets. X cube is x cube minus 2 cube is 8. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s 8. 8 by 3 cube is 27. 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27 y cube. So cubing all this. There are 2 cube, 3 cube and y cube. Now here minus. Here you can see that this is multiplication. So I can cancel off 3 and 3 and 2 into xy, 2xy again. So let me write in the next step 2xy and x minus 2 upon 3y. Now in the next step we will open the bracket. Okay, you can directly do it here also. X cube minus 8y cube by 27 minus 2x square y. I have opened the bracket. Minus into minus plus. Right. Minus into minus plus. Now 2 2's 4 here. 4 by 3 xy square. So x is 1, y is twice. So this is the expansion form. Please pause the video and note it down. Let's see the fifth bit. In that there are two parts. First part and the second part. Here I have noted down the two problems. Now the same question here, the factorize. We have to factorize this. Already this is in the expanded form, expansion form. We have to use an appropriate identity and bring it into one form, that is will be factorizing. Right. Now here if you see all the terms here, there are square terms, there are x, y, y, z and xz terms here. Now this clearly will bring us into mind that identity. That identity is here. Let me write in the form of a, b, c, not x, y, z, because all they are in the x, y, z form. So a plus b plus c whole square. This identity is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. So this was the identity which we will be using here. This is the appropriate identity to be used here. Now if you see here the terms are in the expanded form and also we see two negative signs here. But in the formula we do not have any negative signs. When you clearly observe this, if they here one negative sign and here one negative sign. So here x and y, here x and z. So the common thing here is x. So we have to take that x, our x term should be negative. Okay, here yz is positive, right? Here if you see, only see the negative signs, and which is common in these two, x. So the x term is negative. Likewise we will take. Now 25x square I can write in the form of a square, like 5x whole square. Now if I open the bracket, it becomes 25x square. Same thing for 16y square, that is 4y whole square, and 2z square, like 4z whole square is nothing but 2z whole square. Right. But what I told, we have a negative one in x which is common. So the x term here we will suppose this as x term, like that means a term. So a I'll give one negative sign. Although if you square it, it becomes plus 25 only, because minus into minus plus. But here in these terms there are negative things, so I am giving a negative sign for the x term. That's all. Now here let us write plus 2ab. Let us check 2 into the value of a is minus 5x and the value of b is 4y. Okay, so if you multiply, we will verify whether this is equal to the term which is given in the question. 5 4's 20, 22's 40, 40xy and minus. So minus 40xy. So that is exactly correct. Now here 2bc, 2 into the b value is 4y and the c value is 2z. BC. So we'll multiply and verify. 4 2's 8, 8 2 16, 16 YZ. 16 YZ we got it. And the next one plus here 2CA. So 2 into C value is 2Z and A value is negative 5x. Okay. So let us multiply. 5 2's 10, 10 2's 20, 20 and here there is a minus sign. Minus 20 XZ. So minus 20 XZ. So that is correct. So this is the LHS part of our formula. Now what the RHS part of the formula here, this is what the expansion. Now this is equal to a plus b whole square, a plus b plus c whole square. So we can clearly write what is our a value. A value is minus 5x plus b value is 4y plus c value is 2z. So this whole square is the answer. So if you understood, here we got this part, the RHS part as our expansion, which is our question. Now this must be equal to the LHS part, that is what the answer. So in the LHS we have minus for the A1 because in these terms we have two terms negative, that means xz and xy. Common thing is x, so x must be negative. Okay. Hence, we have got this. We have factorized this expansion into this form. Now, let's see the next problem. Similar way, similar thing, we will be applying the same formula. Now, since this is in xy, I have written a plus b plus c formula. Now, I'll write, since these are in a forms, so let me write in the form of x plus y plus z. Okay. The formula is same, but the variables I am changing, that's all. X square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Okay. So this is the formula. Now in this formula, we will write this. Now here I can write 9a square as 3a whole square. Okay. When you square it, you will get the 9a square. Now 4b square, we can write it as 2b whole square. Similar way 16, so 4c square I can write. Now in the formula we have 2xy. Now again clearly see that where are the negative signs in BC and CA. That means the common thing in this is C. So the C part should be negative. So that is 4c. This is the C part. This should be negative. Okay. The rest others are positive. Now here if you take 2 into x into y, 2 into x is 3a, into y is 2b. So let us verify again. 2, 3, 6, 6, 2 is 12, 12ab, positive 12ab we got. Now the next one, 2 into yz. So y is 2b and z is minus 4c. So multiply. 4 2 is 8, 8 2 16, 16 minus 16 BC. So we have a negative sign, minus 16 BC. Right. Okay. Now let's see 2zx, 2z. Z value here is minus 4c into x value is 3a. So let us multiply 4 3 is 12, 12 2 is 24, 24 CA and a negative sign minus 24 CA. So this is perfect. So this value, this expansion is the RHS part of the formula. Now this is equal to the LHS part. So this is our final answer, that is x plus y plus z. So value of x is 3a, value of y is 2b and value of z is minus 4c. So this is the final factorized form. X plus y plus z. Z value is a negative value. Okay. So this is the factorized form. Please pause the video and note it down. Let's see. Now the sixth problem. If a plus b plus c is 9 and ab plus bc plus ca is 26, find a square, b square, c square. Here simply applying the formula and substituting the given values, we can find the a square, b square and c square. So the formula we'll write first. So a plus b plus c whole square equals to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab 2bc plus 2ca. This is the formula. Now here in the, we will substitute the values here, that is 9 whole square. A plus b plus c is given as 9. Now here a square, b square, c square we have to find. Now we can take in these three terms 2 as common. So ab, bc and ca, I have taken 2 as common. Now we will substitute 9 square is 81. Here is a square, b square plus c square plus 2 into AB, BC, CA given as 26. So 2 into 26. So this is 81 and 2 into 26 is nothing but 52. Okay. 52 plus 52, if I send it to this side, it becomes minus 52. So that is a square b square plus c square. Now I'll write it here to this part, a square b square plus c square. If you subtract it, you get 29. Okay, 52. C subtracted, this is 9, and out of 7 minus 5 is 2, 29. So this is the value, we have to find it out. Now, this is the 6th problem. Let's see the 7th problem in the textbook here. Evaluate the following using suitable identities. The 7th problem. If you remember, we have seen this like this questions in the same exercise in the second question. Second question is evaluate the following identities using suitable evaluate the following using suitable identities. The second question, in that there are squares. Here just given cubes. Now in this, the first problem, I'll note it down, 99 whole cube. Okay. We know 99 whole cube, we can do it as 99 multiplied by 99 multiplied by 99. Likewise, you can find. But here, asked in the question, we have to use a suitable identity. So the similar way, how do we use the identity? I can write this as 100 minus 1. 100 minus 1 is 99 whole cube. Similar problems we have done in the second bit, but where we have the squares. Now here I'll take here a value, I'll take it as 100, a or x, and b value is 1. This is a, this is b. So I will apply the suitable identity. Here is a minus b whole cube, which is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3ab, a minus b. So this is very easy to remember because there are all negative signs. Okay, here. Now we will apply our a value and b value to this here. So that comes to a cube is 100 cube minus b cube is 1 cube minus 3 into a is 100 into 1, a minus b 100 minus 1. Okay. So 100 cube means 3 times you have to multiply. So 1 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 zeros. Thrice I have multiplied 100. So 1 cube is 1 only. Minus 3 into 100 is 300. And here we have 100 minus 1 is 99. Right. Do here we have 300 into 99. Do that in the rough part. 300 into 99. So this comes to 0 into 0 and 9 3 is 27. The similar way you get 0072. So that is 29700. So this is minus 29700 minus 1 and 1 followed by 6 zeros we have. So these two are having similar. So this comes to 1 followed by 6 zeros minus here if you add 1 here 2970. Why am I adding? Because there are similar signs you have to add. So this we will subtract here 1 followed by 6 zeros subtracted by 0 0 7 9 and 2. Just subtract it. Here 0 0 comes. If you borrow 1 here 3, here this will be 990 7 here 9. So this is the answer. Final answer 970 and 3 2 zeros. So it's very easy. Using the identity we can easily find out. Now the second problem also I'll do for you. In the same bit, the second problem here is 102 whole cube. Okay. Yes, in the textbook we have the second problem is 102 whole cube. This we can expand it using 100 plus 2. Okay. So nearing which is the tens digit, that you have to use it. Tens digit means 10, 100, 1000. Okay. 100 plus 2 whole cube is 102 whole cube. Likewise, we can use the formula plus formula a plus b whole cube. So wherein we have a cube plus b cube plus 3ab, a plus b. So all are positive signs here. So here what we have, a value as 100 and b value as 2. So that I'll substitute. So a cube, so 100 cube plus b cube is 2 cube plus 3 into 100 into 2 and 100 plus 2, a plus b. Right. Now the 100 cube, the same thing, 1 followed by 6 zeros. Here you have 2 cube is 8 plus 3 to 6 plus 100 is 600 plus 102. So what we have to do? Do this multiplication and add with this. Let us do that. 600 multiplied by 102. So 0, 0, 6 2 is 12. Now here we have 0. 0 multiplied, we get all zeros. Okay. Now take here 1. So that is 600. Here 0, 0, 2, 1, 6. 612 followed by 0. See here, just 0, 0, 6 2 is 12. Okay. Now the second value will be all zeros because 0 multiplied, and the third one is with 1. So that is 612 followed by 2 zeros, and an 8 is there here, and so simply add all the terms here. Here we have to add 8, okay, as well as, okay, let me take 1 followed by 6 zeros plus 8. So that is, so here 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, why 5 zeros? Because the last one is I've added 8. So let us add this 8021601. So that is the final answer, 10612. If you add, then you get it. So do the rough part very clearly. This is the rough part. Rough work. Mathematics rough work is very, very important. Okay. Here, this is the final answer. Using the identity, we have deduced this answer. Okay. Please pause the video and note it down. So, I hope you have understood today's problems. So, we will end the class here. We will see the remaining problems of the same exercise in our next video lesson. Thank you all.